With a devastating injury scenario, Hutchinson's possible return could reignite hope for an epic ending in Detroit. Can the return of one of the greatest defensive stars make the difference in the Lions' historic run to New Orleans? The star Aiden Hutchinson, one of the Lions' top names, surprised fans by declaring that he's on the right path to return for the Super Bowl during an interview on the Squeeze podcast, hosted by Taylor Lautner. Sound impossible, right? After all, we're talking about a player who suffered a severe tibia and fibula fracture during a dramatic win against the Dallas Cowboys in Week 6. At that moment, while trying to sack Dak Prescott, Hutchinson collided with teammate Alan McNeil and left the field with a shocking injury that seemed to end his season. However, the edge rusher never gave up. Before the accident, he had numbers worthy of a Defensive Player of the Year candidate: 12 solo tackles, 7.5 sacks, and a forced fumble. Even without Hutchinson, the Lions shocked the NFL. They achieved an incredible 8 wins in 9 games, keeping alive the hope of an unprecedented Super Bowl. However, the defense started feeling the weight of absences. In recent weeks, they've allowed 30 or more points consecutively and registered just 1 sack, highlighting how much Hutchinson's talent is missed on the defensive line. And it's not just Hutchinson. The team has already seen 13 defensive players land on the injured list, including key pieces like David Montgomery, MCL, Alan McNeil, ACL, and starting cornerback Carlton Davis, III, fractured jaw. The battle against injuries has become the Lions' biggest challenge this season. Still, with 12 wins and only 2 losses, the Lions continue to show the resilience of a true title contender. The defense still ranks 7th in points allowed in the NFL, 20.1 per game, an impressive number considering the difficult circumstances. Picture this: Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans, and Aiden Hutchinson returns to the field at the most crucial moment of the season, leading the Lions' defense in pursuit of the long-dreamed title. That wouldn't just be a massive victory for Detroit, but also an inspiring story of overcoming adversity worthy of a movie. And now I want to hear from you, Lions fans. Do you believe Hutchinson can be the decisive factor for a Super Bowl? Comment below, and let's keep this conversation alive. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to Lions News Fan Report and turn on the notification bell for more exclusive Lions news and analysis. Here, the fans never sleep. And look, Lions fans, as much as injuries have been the Lions' greatest opponent this season, this team has shown a mindset rarely seen in Detroit. Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell built a resilient roster, with players ready to step up in any situation. It's exactly this next man-up culture that has kept the team competitive even without key pieces. Now imagine the emotional impact Hutchinson's return would have, not only on the field but also off it. Hutchinson is more than just a leader on defense. He's the heart and soul of this unit. His return in such an epic scenario like the Super Bowl could change the game, bringing that energy only a true star can deliver. It wouldn't just be a victory for the Lions, but a triumph against all odds. So, Lions fans, don't lose faith. This season has been a roller coaster of emotions, but the possibility of a historic ending is still alive. Every week, Detroit has proven it deserves to be among the greats. And with Hutchinson's return, who knows? It could be the spark the defense needs to finally conquer the long-awaited title. As a passionate Lions fan, it's impossible not to feel a mix of emotion and hope in this situation. Aiden Hutchinson isn't just one of the team's best players. He symbolizes the fighting spirit and resilience that defines this squad. Seeing a player with such an impact battle to return for a possible Super Bowl after such a serious injury brings an epic narrative every football fan dreams of witnessing. To me, Hutchinson's possible return would be more than just reinforcement for the defense. It would be the emotional spark this team needs to take that final step. The defense has struggled in recent games, and without a dominant player pressuring the opposing quarterback, it's clear how much he's missed. With Hutchinson on the field, we wouldn't just gain stats, sacks, and tackles, but also the confidence that the defense can hold, pressure, and make decisive plays at the most critical moment. Of course, injuries have been a nightmare for the Lions, but if this season has taught us anything, it's that we should never doubt this team. Dan Campbell created a winning mentality, and this group has the heart of a champion. If Hutchinson does return, it could be the emotional fuel needed for a historic end to the season. I believe in the Lions. I believe in the strength of this team and in Hutchinson's triumphant return. And you, fan, are you with me on this? Because, honestly, there's nothing more exciting than seeing our Detroit Lions defy the odds and fight for a Super Bowl. Go Lions! And more than just believing, I see something special in this Lions team that I haven't seen in years. There's a combination of talent, hard work, and a winning mindset that finally puts Detroit on the map as a legitimate title contender. The way the team responded despite injuries shows how far they're willing to go. This isn't luck, it's pure commitment. Aiden Hutchinson's return at the Super Bowl will be the cherry on top of a season defined by overcoming adversity. We're talking about a player who, before the injury, was a top contender for Defensive Player of the Year, someone capable of changing a game with a single play. His return wouldn't just be a technical boost, but a symbol of everything the Lions represent this season: resilience, grit, and an unyielding desire to win. And most importantly, fans, this Lions team isn't just playing for themselves, they're playing for the entire city of Detroit. For decades, we've suffered through frustrating seasons and moments that broke our hearts. But this team is different. They have the spirit of champions. Hutchinson returning at the Super Bowl would be the perfect symbol of this rebirth, showing the world that the Lions are here to stay. So, if anyone still doubts the Lions can reach the top, let them doubt all they want. We, the fans, know what this team is capable of. When I see the effort of every player on the field, the smiles on the fans' faces, and the passion pulsing through every play, I believe more than ever that this is our year.